For today's round, I'm going to be playing Grand Geneva Resort and Spa, the Highlands course, which is where I had my hole-in-one. I'm only going to be playing the par 3 holes, and I'll be playing this on both Home Tee Hero and GS Pro. Based on looking at my stats from my last video, it doesn't seem like a lot of you really want to see stack wedging or any of my training, so I'm going to stick to just the course playing, mostly with Home Tee Hero, but today I'm going to do something on GS Pro for 2 reasons. One, I wanted to check to make sure I still had an active license, and I do, so I should probably use it. But the other day I saw Grand Geneva Highlands courses on there, and that is where I had my hole-in-one. So I want to see what that looks like on GS Pro. I don't know if you can see that from the camera view here, but I am on 3840 by 2160 and ultra graphics quality. So if there is any stuttering, it's probably because I'm running it off my Asus laptop. But let's go and get started, and I just wanted to kind of point that out here. Any stuttering is probably from my computer and nothing else. So my R50 and GS Pro are connected. I'm not using the R50's hotspot. They are just on the same Wi-Fi network, so they were still able to connect that way. So now I'm downloading the Highlands course at Grand Geneva. This is the course where a couple years ago I was playing in a veterans golf tournament, and I had a hole-in-one on hole 12. So I'm really curious to see what that looks like here. And while this is downloading, I did a lot of practice today. I did about a half-hour of putting practice on my mats there. I did about 20 to 30 minutes of chipping practice outside. Really working on my chipping. I actually did a stack wedging session right before I started recording this. I really want to get to scratch. I know right now my goal for this year is I still want to get to a single digit handicap, and I'm currently at a 10.8. But after that, after I get to single digits, my goal is to get to scratch. And what better way to get to single digits than to start practicing to become scratch sooner than later. I also tightened the loops up on my screen a little more, so hopefully that will stay up. I'm still looking for a better solution. If anyone has one, let me know. I'm using a Carl's Place premium impact screen, and then I have and then the motor and what's holding the screen is from Metex. There are little slots in there, but I don't think I can really get through from the sides with the way I have this mounted. So if anyone has a Metex or ideas on how I can attach my screen and actually have it stay in place better and more permanently while still being removable for when I need to replace my screen, please let me know, because I'm open for suggestions. I've thought about using nuts and bolts, but I don't know if I can get a bolt with a small enough head to get in that little slot on the Metex roller. It looks like the course is downloaded now, so let's get started. I am going to do stroke play from the white tees because that's what I played. Thursday pins, I'm going to use those. Auto putt fix with chip. I'm not really sure what that means, but I'm just going to do that. Mulligans are off. I'm going to be doing normal green firmness, normal fairway firmness, the course elevation, 11 on the stimp. It has 2 exclamation marks. Not sure what those are for. Maybe it's just signifying that's pretty fast. I'm going to do no wind. And it looks like they have a range here, so maybe let's do the range first and see what that's all about. One thing that is kind of interesting to me here, it looks like the ball is pretty much even with my setup, so I don't know if the R50, when I changed the alignment, if that affected GS Pro as well. Right now it has 264 yards, but I'm just using my sand wedge here, so let me change that. And also, I think those arrows are supposed to turn green if it's ready, but it's not right now. And I think the ball's in position, so let me see what happens here. My session with GS Pro got disconnected, so that's why I think it didn't go there. I just reconnected it here. All I had to do was load it back up on the R50, so I'm going to get started now. The green light is on the R50. You can see it says ready there. Let me just take a couple practice swings and we'll get right to the course. What's interesting is the arrows still are not green. Interesting, my session just got disconnected again. I'm not sure why that got disconnected twice now. If that happens again, I might try just going right to the hotspot with the R50. One thing that kind of amazes me is how little effort you can put into a swing and still get good distance out of it. I'm barely swinging at that, and I got 87.8 yards of carry in the game, 78.4 raw. All right, there's one more practice swing here, and then I'll get started on playing the course. Okay, I did like that where I just had the little button to click tee off. It looks like here's hole 1, but I am only going to be playing the par 3s. Looks like it just disconnected again, so this will be interesting. I'm going to try and play the par 3s while just staying on the not on the hotspot here. And I don't really know how to check the scorecard to see what holes are the par 3s. Hole 12 should be a par 3 because that's the one I had the hole-in-one on. The other ones, I guess I'll just kind of get to them as I get to them. Luckily, there is a button to click on where I can find the shortcuts. So I'll be playing holes 4, 7, 12, and 17. Those are the par 3s. Here's hole 4, which is a 137 yard par 3. I have my pitching wedge. Let's see if I can just get one on the green here. Oh. Made it over the creek, but didn't hit that one as well as I would have liked. I guess that's what auto chipping is. So I got a bogey. Interesting. Knowing that I'm working on my chipping, if I knew what the auto putt fix with chip was, I would not have chosen it because I could have used that practice there. But I do think that is kind of a convenient way to make the rounds maybe go a little faster. On here, because I already actually played on GS Pro, I'm going to do the championship tees because my issue, as you'll see in GS Pro, was that the tee box was not the same tee box that I had my hole-in-one from, so I had kind of a bad angle. So on the championship tee box, the rating is 69.2 and the slope is 120. Here's hole 4, which is a 131 yard par 3. I'm using my pitching wedge here. Probably got lucky that wasn't in the water because I did not hit it that great. So I'm chipping here. I have 21 yards. I think it's going to be 18 to 24 yards to get in that one putt gimme circle. Let's see if I can get that here. I am losing 10% power out of the rough. Oh, not quite enough. So that's going to be a bogey, I believe. Here's hole 7, which is 121 yards to the pin. Actually, maybe that's the center of the green because it says 114 down there. So I'm not sure if the 121 is to the pin or if the 114 is to the pin. But I'm going to be playing with my 50-degree wedge here, which is about my 115 club, hoping I can get it on the green in that hopefully 2-putt gimme range. I'm pretty sure my R50 is disconnected right now. I'm not even going to try hitting it. I'm just going to disconnect it and retry. Just because the green light was not on with the R50, so I kind of figured right away it probably was not connected. Now the green light's on. I really don't know why it's disconnecting so frequently. Went right again. Distance wasn't bad. There's the auto chip. Oh, I could have done better than that. Another bogey. Here's hole 7, which is a 136 yard par 3. Gonna try my pitching wedge again. Hopefully I hit this one a little better. I think I hit that well. Little draw on it. Don't know why that was so short. I thought that I hit that really well. Oh, there is an 8-mile-per-hour wind. I didn't realize I had wind on, so that could have played a factor into that. Okay, now I have 24 yards here. I need to get over the bunker. Let's see if I can try and get a little closer and get in that 1-putt gimme circle this time. Still not. It's going to be a bogey, I believe. So this is my hole-in-one hole, but I do have a couple comments here. First of all, the tee box we were playing was this one over here. So I did not have this angle to go through with the trees. I kind of wish I was over there where I teed off when I got my hole-in-one. And there's this bunker here, and there's a hill that kind of hides it. I really wish this view was better, and I wish I knew which tee box to use. Let me see if I can get the free roam camera. I can't seem to get it from here, so I'm going to use my 7-iron and just try and get on the green here. I can't figure out how the free roam works, otherwise I would try and go to where my tee box was. So that's kind of disappointing. Once my R50 connects again, because it disconnected again, I'm going to grab my 7-iron and take the shot. Well, that wasn't good. I didn't chain my screen down, which is fine. It didn't hit there, but that was not a good shot. But it tells me maybe I should have chained the screen down if I'm going to hit low like that. Pull it a little long, see if I can get a good chip. Wow, it's really screwing me there. Double bogey, and I had a hole-in-one in real life. Disappointing. Here's hole 12 on home to hero. Again, I'm not at the same tee box I was when I had my hole-in-one. I was over to the right, so maybe if I play this again, I'll try the other tees, because it was this tee box over here. But for now, this is a 184 yard par 3. Let me grab my 6-iron. Getting a par out of it at least. Here's hole 17, which is a 124 yard par 3. So what I'm going to try doing here is choking up a little more than I normally do with my pitching wedge. About an inch or a finger width. Stay on. Hopefully that's a 2-putt par. Perfect. Okay, so I did check here, and this course was updated on May 9th of this year, so that should be pretty close to as best it's going to look like. Here's hole 17, a 119 yard par 3. My 50-degree wedge typically goes about 115, so I'm going to use that here. Come on, keep going. Just outside, so that's going to be a bogey. So that was a Highlands course at Grand Geneva Resort and Spa in Grand Geneva, Wisconsin, where I had my hole-in-one, and that was both on Home Tee Hero and GS Pro. Let me know what you thought looked better, what you'd rather play, and for comparison, I pay $10 a month for Home Tee Hero, but you can pay $100 a year for it and save a little bit of money, and I pay $250 a year for GS Pro, but I also pay about $10 or $11 per month for at least one of the designer's Patreon accounts. I probably should subscribe to more, but this is the first time I've used GS Pro in a long time. So I really do enjoy it. The graphics I think are definitely better on GS Pro. There's more you can do, there's more practice. In tomorrow's video, I'm actually playing a course on GS Pro that is someone's real backyard. So watch for that because it is awesome. But anyway, if you are watching this video and there's any courses that you want to see me play, please leave a comment with the name of the course and where it's located and which holes you'd like to see me play, and maybe even let me know if you want me to play it on Home Tee Hero or GS Pro or both. I can't guarantee that the course will be on both. It is more likely to be on Home Tee Hero than GS Pro. But let me know, maybe I can find it, maybe I can try. The hard thing with GS Pro is it might not actually be the real name of the course. As always, thank you for watching. I really do enjoy making these videos, and I really appreciate all of you watching. Thank you.